Hello everyone, and welcome to my director's cuts. And for you who are not familiar with these, no, the audio's not off from my mouth moving. This is me voiceovering this video, kind of giving you insights of what's going on. I do these director's cuts once a week. I take a video that's, this one's in particular is a little over 3 years old, and I commentary over it. And before we get into it, I just want to go ahead and say, if you haven't seen this original video, I recommend you go watch it first. The link is in the description, and it'll pop up in the little corner up here, up by my head. But anyways, this is Cortland. This is in the middle of Arizona. Our friend Morticia's Captured Moments took us out one day, and you can see this is on a dirt road near Tombstone. For any of you who are familiar with Arizona, you're probably familiar with Tombstone, Arizona. This is close to that town. Beautiful place. And as you see, there's the old jail from way back in the 1800s still standing. I love that design on it. It's really cool. And I just want to say, I miss the desert so much. It was so much fun being out there. But yeah, Morticia was really awesome, really nice. Gave us a place to sleep and took us around. Now look at this view when this tops this mountain. Boom! You got Tombstone off there in the distance. So look at that. And there's not much left of this old town of Cortland, but you can still see the remnants. Like, the foundations are still there. Such a fun place, such a cool experience, just roaming around the desert exploring. I could just do this forever, Some people see dead wasteland. I see exploration. I see opportunity to find stuff. This is very dangerous, though. I want to say, as you'll see here momentarily, I'm exploring around here, but I found myself in a situation that was really dangerous. Not only is there a lot of snakes, amongst other things, around, wild animals. Is that tombstones? No. That's some kind of wood structure. Anyways, so there are like lots of rattlesnakes and different things in these areas. But mine shafts. Holy cow, mine shafts. You got to be careful, because you'll see here in a minute. Now look at this. This was like the old sidewalk, and it was concrete. But you can see all the foundations. It was all these buildings right here was the main town. These, old school Wild West little town, which, God, it'd been so cool to see that back in its prime, And there were houses spread around the mountains around here. I don't know what I'm zooming into. Is that? Oh, that's barbed wire, I think. It's a big mess of barbed wire. Yeah, this place was awesome. I mean, it's just neat getting to see what was once there. I still use Movie Maker back then. You can see the fade in, fade out. It's the only way I can make the transitions look right. Movie Maker was not easy to use. I feel like it ruined a lot of my videos, but that's a conversation for another time. But anyways, yeah, you can see they just used to be all these buildings here. There was a saloon, there was a hotel, there was like a general store. Just your common downtown Wild West businesses. People would come through here on horseback and be able to like stop in, and man, it had just been something to see back in the day. But this was, I don't know if it's in this video. I think it is. There's an old quartz mine that I was too fat to fit in. But Tim was able to get into it and film some in there. It was pretty scary though, because like you'd touch the walls inside and they'd crumble. So you definitely like a high risk of it caving in on you. So it's not safe to do stuff like that. Turquoise mine. I said quartz. I think it's a turquoise mine. My bad. But yeah, those thorns, man, they hurt. And of course, I remember I walked around through all that sagebrush and all them briars, and my legs were bloody that day. I remember when I took a shower that night, we got to a hotel. Because no, I didn't take a shower that night. It was like after this, we headed towards, where did we go? I'm trying to remember. Oh, we went to the Queen Mary that night. That's right. I was on the Queen Mary this night. We drove that far. We drove from here all the way to the Queen Mary. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. It was either there or Ruby, Arizona. I'm not 100% sure which way we went and when. But we did. And it was a long drive. But anyways, I remember taking a shower the next time I did, and my legs were on fire. Like, it burned so much because my legs were all scratched up from walking around in all this sagebrush and stuff. And it'll wear you out. It will cut you, and it hurts. But there's old Chimney. Ain't that cool? I just love seeing stuff like this. It's so neat. It's sad, the town's gone, but it's neat getting to remember it and walk around and see some of this stuff. But, yeah, it's probably going to be next year. I do want to go back out west. I'm planning on Heather and I going when we have a chance to, and taking her around some of these cool places. I look forward to it. It's been too long. I know I went like every year for like 3 years straight. I went out west, and I haven't in a couple years. Last time I went was with my friend Jacob, the carpetbagger. We went on our big road trip across America. 16 days riding in a car with a carpetbagger. That was something else. Now I was walking, and you couldn't tell this was there. That's a mine shaft, and it's deep. It's really deep. And I felt the ground rise. I felt the elevation change in the ground, and I looked down, and there's a mine shaft. I'm standing right where I'm at now. One more step, and I would have slid right down into that. It was scary. And you really need, like, if you're in the desert, you really should be cautious of where you're at. Because these are everywhere in Arizona. And it happens. People fall in them sometimes. So don't be running through the sagebrush in the desert, okay? Fair warning. You will fall in a mine shaft and probably die. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but that's probably what would happen. It is not safe at all. And I'm telling that right now as I'm talking into the camera. But geez, man, that was scary. And that's a real danger out in the west. Is they dug mine shafts everywhere. There's an old piece of pipe or something. That's probably a sewer pipe. Truth be known. Man, there's some old metal remnants, and I think there was a big water tank still standing there, or part of one anyways. We'll see if I show it. There's a trough. I'm guessing that was where you would water your horses when you came into town. You'd probably come up and let them have a drink of water out of the trough, and get you a bite to eat, get you a drink, go wet your whistle at the Lord have mercy, I can't think of the word for it. At the saloon. Jeez. I had a brain fart. Ain't it crazy that this held water? I mean, looking at it now, you're like, how? I mean, it's full of bullet holes, obviously, but like, it's pretty wild that that held water. It was up on the hill above it. That's where they got all their water. I remember, apparently, there was a mine claim here. And, oh wow, I forgot about this. This was just right around the corner down the road. It was some of the old houses, the foundations and stuff. But, anyways, yeah, I lost my train of thought for a second. But yeah, these are cool. Look at the stonework for the foundation. the desert is harsh on structures. Like, you don't get erosion from rain. See, these transitions kill me. God, I love these old videos, but I hate watching them because I feel like I didn't have enough knowledge on editing then, and I kind of ruined them. But you know what? It's part of the growth. It's just how it is. But anyways, yeah, it was really cool seeing these old house foundations and stuff. Really enjoyed it. There's so much more in Arizona and Southern California, Utah, that I want to get to eventually. Had pretty ambitious goal before COVID of hitting all 50 states or whatever, the 48 continental states or whatever it is. So there's another foundation over there. Now that car, we rented that. That was a Chrysler 300. It's a 2018 model. The most comfortable car I've ever ridden in. I drove that thing cross country. You know, you drive a long time, your legs get sore. I know my knee, where I've got old football injuries, my knee it hurts and it aches so much driving long distances. But in that car, it was so comfortable. I didn't have any of those issues. I remember in Texas, we stopped in Amarillo for a night on our way out, and we woke up the next morning. This was January 1st of 2018, and it was so cold. It was -1 when we first got up, and by the time we got in the car, it was 0 degrees outside. And I had remote start, and I ran out there and I turned the seat warmers on, and I let that thing warm up, and we went out, and it was just nice. The seats were good and warm and toasty. Steering wheel was heated. It was warm. And the seats were just so comfortable. I mean, it was... I thought about buying one after that, but a new car's so expensive, I can't justify that. And I don't like payments, so... if I can't pay for it, I'm not going to have it. If I just can't pay cash for it. So, I don't have one. But I have my little Jeep, and I enjoy it. It's a good little exploring vehicle. I talked to the camera a lot in this video. And here we are, the old jail. I think I did a little spirit box in here. I can't remember. I think I'd just gotten a spirit box and I was playing around with it a little bit, see what we could do. But dude, it's so cool. Like, I was reading that, like, even like Wyatt Earp and people like that came here and brought and picked up prisoners and stuff. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, just think, people like that stood here in this jail. Look at those bars bent out and stuff. I don't know if this is like erosion from the desert or if it's people vandalizing it with all the chiseled out holes and stuff. Perhaps people were trying to take mementos, like some of the steel bars and stuff. This thing, I think even... Look at that. It had a toilet. Or as I said back then, a turlet. That was high class for back in the day. Crazy. There's a little hole going up for ventilation. Man, it's such a cool place. It was fun. It was fun getting to go there. And there's where another toilet was. Crazy. It was a good day. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if we tried to go in that mine shaft or not in this one. It was a different one than the one I showed you earlier. Sorry, I got quiet. I just kind of was watching there for a second. Smoke weed every day, it says back there. Oh, jeez. That's funny. But yeah, this was some good times, man. And, eventually I'll get back out west and do some more exploring. I got a trip coming up. I've told you already about it. I ain't got the dates yet, so I'm not going to announce that till they're finalized. But sometime, probably early next month, I'll be heading to New Orleans. And that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Can't wait. But, you know, I do appreciate you guys watching these videos. I've noticed the director's cuts are gaining views and popularity, which I'm excited to see. It warms my heart that you all enjoy hearing me go on for 20-30 minutes about old videos. Like it's awesome, you know. I enjoy it. Like I said, I say it's in every one of them. I enjoy making these, and I mean that. It's just cool getting to relive these with you guys. And I think we're having like a paranormal moment here. I wish I would have came here at night and actually done an investigation in this jail, because it's known to be very haunted. And we had some experiences while we were there. So, I mean, you imagine, this was a town. This was crawling with people, you know, miners, and, you know, people went to jail here, and, you know, people worked here. It was something else, you know. So, yeah, one of these days I'll get back here and I'll investigate it. A funny story. We came back through here because, you know, we went to Ruby after this, and we threw those rocks down in the mine shaft in Ruby. So we decided we want to go back to that mine shaft and throw rocks down it. So we did, and we moved on. You know, we stopped and like goobers walked up to the mine shaft, threw rocks in it. We went back and got in the car and we took off. And one thing we didn't realize about this it's called Ghost Town Trail, I think, Ghost Town Road, is that it bypasses a border patrol checkpoint. So they monitor this area, obviously, a lot. And so here's two guys just stop and get out of their car and go and do something around a mine shaft, right? And we get pulled over miles down the road by border patrol. And they were questioning us, like, what were you doing? There's that little, where he got down in there. I tried, but I was too fat. I wasn't skinny enough to get in the hole. Anyways, they pull us over and question us, searched our car, everything. I mean, it was crazy. Oh yeah, I had him take my camera down there. I forgot I did that. Check that out. You can tell they filled it in there at the front. And all the turquoise veins. Isn't that something? Man, that's crazy to see. Oh, and it keeps going too. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that's terrifying. It looked like he was in pretty good bedrock there. I know he got nervous and was like, I'm not going any farther back in here. But fun adventures, guys. Fun adventures, good times out west. I hope you guys enjoyed this director's cut. Again, go check out the original if you haven't. I'm going to do some more of these from out west that I haven't done yet. Big shout out to Morticia. I'll tag her channel down below too. Go check her out. She's awesome. But I appreciate you guys so much. And hey, consider joining Patreon or hitting the join button on the channel. I've got some content I'll be releasing soon on there, and I hope you guys are there. I'll be releasing something new this week. I release usually something every week. Sometimes I skip a week if I have to, but normally I've got something every week. Something new. Something different. Excuse me, I had a hiccup. Anyways, guys, I thank y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next adventure, and don't forget to stay spooky, my friends.